Hey Jet fans, what's going on? Happy Friday. Day 2 of training camp is now in the books. Just leaving the facility right now. Hot day today. Some nice conditioning at the end. I was just tweeting about that. It's very nice to see that we've gone away from the Todd Bowles penalty push-ups. Defense was doing some up-downs and then some suicides, while the offense was doing some sprints before the end of practice. So it was definitely nice to see that. Make sure we're ready for the fourth quarter in games, unlike previous years. Looking at the rest of the team, Sam Darnold had a very nice day today. There were a few passes that went a little bit awry. I won't say it was Christian Hackenberg-like at the reporters, but he had a few that missed towards the end. But there were some other throws that were just phenomenal throughout practice, in particular to Quincy Enunwa. He had a back-to-back series where, I think it was over Darryl Roberts, where he plucked one that was about 45-50 yards for a touchdown. Roberts was all over him in coverage, and he just went up with two hands, grabbed it right over him. That was a phenomenal catch, and I think it was literally the next play or maybe two plays after. Very similar route towards the sideline, the corner of the end zone, and he just made a ridiculous back shoulder one-handed catch, and it looked like he was in bounds. It was on the opposite side of the field, but it was still a phenomenal catch, both of them, by Quincy. So that was a nice job by him. Crowder was looking pretty good. You can see Darnold's already looking for him early in the slot. But Brian Poole, man, he had a nice practice today. He was probably the best-looking defender that was noticeable out there. Forced two fumbles, one of them on Le'Veon Bell, the other on Quincy, where he just punched the ball out. There were a few other plays where he was covering Jamison Crowder, had nice coverage on him. So Brian Poole definitely looking good. I was a little bit worried about him being an upgrade over Screen. I know Screen had the issues with the penalties and everything, but Poole definitely got off to a nice start today and was looking good. Outside linebacker Jordan Jenkins, opposite of him today, it was Harvey Lange. I think I'm pronouncing the name right. It was Harvey Lange and Terrell Basham that were splitting up a lot of reps there. Didn't see a whole lot of Ja'Kai Polite yet. It looks like they're kind of easing him in. Le'Veon Bell also, his workload was a little bit down today. We definitely got to look more at guys like Trenton Cannon. Powell was out there looking pretty good. Same thing with McGuire. But there was one play in particular where Cannon, he dusted two defenders, and I'd say he beat them by 8 to 10 yards. And I'm pretty sure it was Luke Falk, who was the quarterback at the time, just overthrew him kind of out of bounds. So otherwise that would have been probably a touchdown, about 40-50 yards. On the defensive side of the ball, again, Lange and Basham, they were getting some work in opposite Jordan Jenkins. Brian Poole, definitely probably the best player on defense today. Marcus May was out there a little bit. Tomorrow, I think, will be the test for him. I doubt he's going to be in full pads taking contact, just based off of what Gase was saying over the past couple days. But he was definitely moving around, dancing a little bit. Wasn't showing any signs of looking injured or anything. I know it was in the shoulder, but we'll see how that goes from here. Quinnen Williams, he did not practice today. They're definitely going to take it slow with him. I guess since he wasn't there yesterday, kind of ease him into action. And definitely there's no rush. I saw some people that were flipping out, the fact that he missed the first practice. And, I'm just not going to make a big deal of it. Darnold missed, 3 or 4 days last year, and as a quarterback, still earned the starting job. So if the quarterback at 21 years old is able to come in after missing a couple of days and still earn a starting job, then, I'm pretty confident that Quinnen Williams, as a defensive lineman, should be able to do the same. So, I'm not worried about him at all. Just, get healthy. He says he's been working hard over the last couple of weeks. So, I'm sure we're going to see him dominating pretty soon. Leo looked pretty good out there. I can't wait to see the both of them out there together. They're going to be a great tandem, forcing some havoc on the interior. That's what we want to see. And so, other than that, still love the intensity from Greg Williams. It's just such night and day. I know I talked about it yesterday, but the intensity, the tempo, the attention to detail, all of it is just such a difference from previous years with Todd Bowles. And so you hope it's going to translate to some success on the field. I like the early things that we're seeing, but tomorrow's going to be the big test. Back in pads, can't wait for it. Fans will be there. So talk to you guys soon. Go Jets.